Let me bring together all these converging ideas that got me to the point where I am now, and then I'll get into my thoughts of Trump later because I'm kind of going off topic here, and I want to bring this all back. Okay, so around 2020, 2021, 2022, pandemic happened. Everything is slowing down. And hypocrisy is one of my biggest things. Like, I can't stand people who are hypocrites, but I had to check myself, especially when the R. Kelly documentary came out. Okay. When the R. Kelly documentary came out and it was put in our faces exactly everything that he was doing, I could no longer find myself listening to his music and respecting him because I didn't respect the things that he did. And then I stopped listening to him. And then I started listening to two songs of his. And so I said, okay, I didn't completely get away with it, wipe them away. There were still some things that I couldn't give up. And then I've talked about on the show how I have not watched those Michael Jackson documentaries because these documentaries typically are not partial. I mean, they are partial, right? They're biased. They take a position. It's like a thesis paper. They take a position. They have their thesis, and the whole documentary is to prove their thesis. Okay, and I know that I could watch that Michael Jackson documentary and be like, "Oh, he did that." Right? Because it will convince me that he did it. And I don't know that he did or didn't. In my heart of hearts, I believe that he didn't molest kids. But do I? Right? Is it my heart of hearts that I believe that? Or do I just want to believe that so that I don't have to lose his music? It's the same conversation that I had with my sister about Bad Boy. Like, R. Kelly, I could give up. The majority of R. Kelly catalog, I could give up. But Bad Boy? Like, I can't give up that catalog. But does that mean I condone Puffy did? Of course not. So as I'm all this is running around in my head, I immediately equate it to Trump supporters. And for those ones that aren't completely blind, that are open and honest, is like, he's a horrible guy, he's a misogynist, he's a sexist, he's a racist, he's all these different things. But damn it, he gets a lot of the policies that I want done. And you got to take the good with the bad. And then, like I said, I'm not giving up Michael Jackson. And I just avoid even looking at the documentary because I'm so much of a fan. I don't want to know. And that's not uncommon, right? Have you ever dated somebody and you think that they were cheating on you? You do one or two things. You either investigate to find out if it's true or not, or you convince yourself that they're not doing it. And so, yeah, a lot of Trump, I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. And I'm going to get to a larger point why I say it's not all. A lot of these Trump supporters are just like, look, I'm pro-life. I'm for limited government. I'm for strong military. I'm for Second Amendment rights. And I'm like, those are his talking points right now. Those are his talking points right now. And okay, I get it. And you will swallow certain bad aspects of an individual because there is something that you're gaining in the end. Okay. So that's the reason why I say not every Trump supporter is a racist, though they take it as that because when you call Trump a racist and they're voting for him, they feel like that you're calling them a racist. And hey, look, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you how to feel, but he's absolutely a racist. He has racist policies. He has done nothing good for people of color. And a lot of defense of Trump, when we get these comments, and I know I'm going to get more comments, when we get these comments of people defending Trump, they always say, well, what has Biden done for people of color? And I really feel like that's the wrong question. That is the wrong question to ask. First of all, people of color have endured a history of torment and torture that nobody else in this country would have survived. And here we are, still being politicians, doctors, lawyers. The thing that pisses off racists more than anything else is that we've done everything that we could to beat down these people, but yet they still keep getting up in the morning, keep persevering, keep pushing through. We cannot beat these people down. That's what they really get pissed off about, because they realize, I'm speaking specifically to these racists out here, they realize that they don't have the strength within themselves to endure. And they fear that if people of color were to ever get power, that people of color would put these same racists through the trials and tribulations that they put people of color through. When they fail to realize the majority of people of color are some of the most welcoming people that you will ever meet. Dylan Roof was a prime example. He went to a black church. He wanted to learn about the Lord. So he said, that black church and all those churchgoers, 12, said, come on, baby, come on in, and welcomed him in. That's who we are as a people. We are a strong people. We are a loving people. That's who we are. And the racists can't stand it. Notice what I said. I said racist. I didn't say white people. I said racist. So be clear in all your little comments who I'm calling out. I'm calling out racist. Now, there are people that support Trump because he doesn't even code switch anymore. You know, there's in the black community, we have code switching where we use AAVE with each other, African American vernacular. If you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/Unsolicited Perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.